There are three things that you can invest in today that'll guarantee success. I'll take you through what they are.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't, don't forget to press that subscribe button. I've got a true belief that if we attain knowledge and wisdom and whatnot through our experiences in life, but if we don't impart it on others, if we don't share, then it's actually meaningless. So you'll notice that the background and surrounding is a bit different, and I'm hectically sweating because it's so hot. I've decided to take a bit of a break and a leave. Actually, what I want to talk about today. It's very interesting. It's part of the benefits that we get, whether it's in your workplace, in your business, in your organization. And yet when you do decide to take a break, it's looked down upon. Or oftentimes we're afraid to take a break because we feel that we will, lag behind with our work, or we'll get left behind and get overtaken, say, by competitors or whatnot in the workplace. But it's not entirely true. Study has shown that it's beneficial for one to take time out. And we tend to think that time out is just the weekend away and we don't completely switch off with how technology's kept us in touch through WhatsApp, through email on our cell phones, how we're always thinking about what am I going to do differently next week. And we don't entirely switch off. Whereas actually it affects our productivity. It blocks our ability to be creative and ultimately hinders our ability and our potential to do even better in the workplace. So I've decided to take time out, switched off my phone, switched off my email, I've taken leave, and it was a bit of a shock to everybody. But I'll tell you, it's probably one of the best things that you could do for yourself. Research was done in the most stressed out countries in the world, with Nigeria being number one and South Africa coming in second. And it's not about us looking externally for someone else to come and resolve the problems that we have in our own countries and in our own societies. But what is it that we can do? Because each one of us has a God-given talent that we can use to impart on society and make it even better, so that we can relieve some of the issues and stresses that we're faced with on a daily basis. And no one understands, whether it's our culture, our country, our societies, the challenges that we have, the ideas to resolve that are amongst each and every one of us. But we can't uproot, we can't express or extract all of that creativity without us investing in ourselves first. So take note of those three things that you can invest in for guaranteed success. I'll take you through three key things that you can invest in and it'll guarantee success. And the three things that I'll take you through, they're non-conventional because it's not a stock market or it's not a business or a unit trust for you to invest in. It's actually something that's closer to home, investment in yourself. So in third place is your body. Do you take care of your physical being? So without the flesh and the bones that have been given to you, and if you don't invest in that, how then do you expect to get through the day-to-day challenges of what you're faced with? Those feel-good agents in your body called dopamine actually keep you going. Some people do use exercise, whether it's through that or meditation, taking care of how they feel on the outside. Not so much for looking good for what society has deemed as looking good, but really feeling healthy from the outside inwards. Second place, invest in your mind. In one of my previous videos, I shared on the 7 habits of highly effective people, and one of the habits is sharpening your saw. So you can't assume that because you're an expert in one field of knowledge, in one field of study, and you've gotten some kind of qualification, or you've got a degree or a certificate or whatnot, that it means it's the end of learning. Same way you exercise your body, you should exercise the mind. So whether it's through reading, through engagements with other people, I've always shared how I believe the best form of learning is through interactions with other individuals and learning from their experiences. I'll share one of my next videos, one of the best system of education, and it can be free depending on whether you know where to go to and where to look for. Share a link to some of the books that you can read as well that I've been reading up on that can help rejuvenate. So find your interest, whatever it is that you're passionate about. Continue to look up on new information. Things are changing daily. We know that technology is hitting us from every angle, and change is one constant that we cannot run away from. So don't be stagnant and get left behind, because you'll end up being a dinosaur. Rather, look out for, whether it's on social media platforms, on LinkedIn, whether you're reading ebooks, reading newspapers, you're still the typical type like I am, reading a hardcover book, reading end to end. There are those who also find their insight from their Bible as well. So read up as much as you can so you can continue to sharpen your saw. And the number one thing to invest in is your spirit man. So it's not so much about boxing everybody up into a specific religion, but if you don't take care of what you call your inner man, spirit, your soul, you know when you're unbalanced and we feel, oh no, it's these emotions, I'm not feeling okay, I'm not grounded. Think about what it is that you're not doing, especially within yourself, that is causing you to feel those things. We're driven so much around media, around what's happening in our societies. We're trying to modify ourselves or even box ourselves into certain beings so that we can be acceptable in society. But we're forgetting that man or that being that God has created each and every one of us to become. And if we don't take the time out to ground ourselves and center ourselves back to that person, then ultimately your entire existence will be unbalanced. So remember to take the time out. It's actually an advantage in that you'll come back more energized, you'll recenter, you'll probably have a lot more ideas and more creativity that spouts up than what you would have under that high stressed environment. You'll be at 110% to come back and push even further than what you were pushing before. You comment below on which of the three do you feel you need to invest more into. Remember your most prized investment. It's not rands or riches, but really it's yourself. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Live your best life, learn as you grow, and lead for change. Ciao.